Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm McKenna. This is actually my first video on YouTube, so I'm new to YouTube. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup look on this look right here. It's more of like a natural makeup look. I don't wear this every day, but on the days that I want to put on a little bit more makeup, I'll wear this. I really like it, so if you like this look, then just go ahead and keep watching. Alright, so I'm going to start with the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I love this primer. It's really good with blurring the face. Just gonna put a little bit here. Nose. It feels really good on the skin. It's not too heavy. And it's not like a silicone primer, because I don't really like silicone primers that much. Okay, so I'm actually going to try the L'Oreal True Match in the shade Classic Ivory. I haven't tried this yet, so let's see how this goes. I don't even know if this is my shade. We're just gonna try it. This is the L'Oreal sponge. I love this sponge. It's like my favorite one from the drugstore. So I'm just gonna start on one side and blend it in. Shade's not terrible. I usually use the Maybelline Fit Me, the matte and poreless. I love that foundation. A lot of people I know really love that foundation. It's really good. But if you have dry skin, I would do the dewy and smooth one, because like sometimes I have really dry skin, like especially in the winter, and it just does not work that well on my skin in the winter. So I usually just use that in the summertime when it's like really hot. So far I'm really liking this foundation. Since this is like a natural look, I mean it's not like super full coverage, but I like it. It's got a nice finish. I'll have to see how it wears throughout the day, because my face can get really oily throughout the day. Alright, for concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in light. I love this concealer. It's seriously one of the best. It's not too like thick, but it gives you like really good coverage. And on a natural day, usually, like if I'm doing full coverage, I'll do more concealer, but for natural, I usually just do this. I don't do that much. I'm gonna put a little on my eyelid just to prime the eyelid for eyeshadow. I really like this concealer. It's pretty much like the only concealer I use besides the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. I really like that concealer. Sorry, it takes me forever to blend out it. Alright, then I'm just going to highlight a few spots on my face, on the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow. Don't do that much on a natural day. To set the under eye, I'm going to use the Coty Airspun powder in translucent. I'm gonna use this Tarte brush. It came in the holiday collection. It doesn't have a name on it, but I really like this brush. On a full coverage day, I would bake, but for a natural look, I would just sweep it under the eye, just to prevent any creasing. Now, this has like a really strong smell, so if you don't like smells, I would stay away from it because it's really strong. And then on a fluffier brush, this is another Tarte brush from the holiday collection. I'm just gonna lightly sweep the rest of the face with the powder just to set the rest of it. Okay, so now I'm going to do bronzer. I use the Physicians Formula bronzer, and this is just the bronzer shade, not the light one. This is my favorite bronzer ever. Like, I always come back to this bronzer no matter how many different bronzers I try. So, and it smells really good. I'm not gonna contour, I'm just gonna bronze up the face since it's natural. So just start a little bit on the cheek, the forehead. I'm gonna put a little bit under my jawline just to define that a little bit more, and then bring it down the neck just to stay all one color. Because I'm a little pale right now because it's winter time. And I'm gonna take a eyeshadow brush. This is the True Beauty eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to lightly shape out my nose, just like a really light. You don't want to do too much, just to define the nose a little bit. Alright, so next I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Feisty. This is my favorite blush. I use this almost every day and it lasts forever. I'm just gonna put it on the apples of my cheek and then up towards my temple. Oh, and this is the Royal & Langnickel Duo Fiber Brush. I love this brush for blush because it doesn't put too much blush on your face. It gives you like a nice wash of color. Okay, so next I'm going to use the Becca highlighter in Moonstone. I love this highlighter. This is like the mini one, but I love this highlighter. I'm just gonna put a little bit since it's a natural look. I don't want to put too much. And I'm using the Real Techniques setting brush. I love this brush. It's really good for highlighter. Just put a little bit down the bridge of the nose, Cupid's bow, and just put the rest kind of all over because I love highlighter. Alright, so now onto the eyes. So I'm going to use the Colourpop eyeshadow palette in Double Entendre. I love this eyeshadow palette. I actually just got it not too long ago. I'm going to go into the shade Send Noodles. It's this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that in the crease. If I'm feeling really lazy on like a natural day, I'll just put the bronzer that I used in my crease and call it a day, but we'll put a little bit more effort in. love this shade. It's like the perfect warm transition shade. Oh, and this is the Scone blending brush. It broke, so I had to tape it, but this is like my favorite blending brush because it's so like fluffy. It really like disperses the color really good. Oh, my eyebrows. Okay, so next I'm gonna take Hot Bod, which is this bronzy shade, and I'm just gonna use my finger because I feel like it just applies better with my finger. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of that on the lid. I'm gonna keep it away from the outer corner because we're gonna put more color there. So then I'm going to take a more condensed blending brush. It's the Royal & Langnickel Crease and Smudge Brush. I'm gonna go in with, let's see, Keep It PG, which is this brown shade. I'm just gonna slightly deepen up the outer corner to give the eye a little bit of dimension. I'm gonna like kind of pull it a little bit into the crease just to blend it all out. Okay, and then I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of the Sin Noodles just to blend it all in together. I really like this eyeshadow palette because you can do like a really intense look or you can do like a really natural everyday look. So it's really nice. And then I'm going to put some of Sin Noodles underneath my lash line with a Real Techniques brush. This is the shading brush. So I should put a little bit of that underneath. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the, what's it called? Keep It PG, the darker brown shade, and put that just slightly on the outer corner of the lower lash line, just to keep it the same as the top. Okay. Oh, and then I'm going to highlight the brow bone actually with, this is a Luxie 239 Precision shader. I'm gonna go in with Teddy Bear. It's this shade right here. And I'm just gonna lightly highlight the brow bone. Okay. So now I'm going to go in with a little bit of liner, and I'm going to use the Ciaté London Fierce Flicks liner. And I don't know what shade this is. It doesn't say. It's just the black liner. I really like this liner. So I'm going to finish this liner off camera because it's just really hard for me to not get close to the mirror. So I'm going to put on some liner and mascara, and I'll be right back. Okay, so for mascara, I used the Essence Volume Stylist mascara on the top, and then on the bottom I used the Colossal Big Shot mascara just because I really like how this looks on my bottom lashes. So now onto eyebrows. I do my eyebrows last, which might be kind of weird, but I just like doing them last. I don't really have to do that much to my eyebrows because they're pretty dark and kind of full. So I'm just going to take this Wet n Wild Color Icon brow pencil, and it's in the shade Brunettes Do It Better, and I'm just going to lightly fill in like the front part of my brows because there's really not that much to fill in. Okay, and then to set them, I'm going to use the Essence Make Me Brow, and this is in the shade, I think it's in the shade 2. Oh, where is it? Yeah, in 2 Browny Brows. I love this. Like, it keeps my brows in place all day, and it's super cheap. You can get it at Ulta. I love it. It's my favorite brow gel. Okay, and I'm going to set my face with the Pearlescence Cucumber Water. Sometimes I use a setting spray, but I really like this because it's really hydrating, so it just kind of melts everything together. So I'm just going to lightly spray this over my face. And lastly, we're going to do lips. I'm going to use the Vivid Hot Lacquer from Maybelline, and this is in the shade Charmer, and this is my favorite lip product right now. I need to get more shades. This is the only one I have, and I wear it like every day. Alright, so this is the completed look. I really like how it turned out. It's not, you know, like super natural, but I really like it. So if you like this makeup look and you like this video, then like and subscribe because there's going to be more videos to come. I think I'm going to do like a one brand tutorial for my next video, maybe like Wet n Wild or Maybelline. So if you want to see that, stay tuned. Thanks for watching.